Scorpio, welcome to your 5 card movie star spread. As I mentioned, I don't know, like a week or 2 weeks ago, I'm in the process of relocating from Illinois to Texas, so my posting schedule is off. I appreciate you, those of you who are showing up, even though my posting schedule is off. And once I get settled, I'll get back to a regular schedule and I'll let you guys know what that's going to look like, okay? In the interim, I'm going to continue to keep posting, even though, like I said, schedule is non-existent at this point. I still try and post as close to Friday as possible. That being said, Scorpio, for those of you who know my channel, I don't talk about the astrological significance of the spread unless your card shows up in your reading or there's a special circumstance to it. And in this one, the Death card showed up in the inverse. Scorpio, the Death card correlates with your sign. So what I'm seeing here is you're still fighting this transition. And Scorpio, this has been an ongoing theme in your reads for a while. It's almost like you make a little bit of progress and then you fall back into it. You make a little bit of progress and you fall back into it. So there's this major transformation that's going on in your life. And it is a slow transformation nonetheless, but you're making it even slower because every time you get a little uncomfortable, you're like, oh. And then you work with it and you see what's happening, but then you become uncomfortable and you're like, oh. So what I have to say, Scorpio, is that there is no growth without discomfort. And what you're ultimately doing is you are delaying your growth. You're delaying your healing process. You're delaying the inevitable. And somewhere deep, deep down inside, you know that. You definitely know that that's what you're doing. So it almost feels to me like A, either you don't want to let something go, or B, the unknown is just too much for you to take right now. The overall theme is you actually being remorseful. This is you focusing on all the bad things that happened in the past and not counting your blessings and moving forward. This is you focusing on all the cups spilt, all the time and energy wasted. And again, not accepting the transition. Because if you were accepting the transition, you would be able to focus on what you still have and move forward. But you're not. You're dragging yourself back into the past on your own accord. You're holding on way too tightly to resources that are not serving you anymore. Now, resources can be health, they can be wealth, they can be time management, or how you leverage your network. And what I get from this more than anything is that either you're holding on to financial resources and those financial resources are tied to people or persons that no longer serve your highest good. People who were put in your life to teach you lessons and then they were supposed to move on and you're not letting them go. Or this is tied to how you leverage your network. So there are people that you're holding on to that you ultimately know don't care. Somewhere deep inside, you know they don't care, but you still care for them. Could be both. That could be one person in the same. Like you still care about this person and you still need some sort of financial tie to them. But they don't care and they don't need you. Ultimately, you're wearing your heart on your sleeve here. You're holding on to this person out of real love. They're allowing you to hold on to them because they like having that power. And they know they have that power over you. not making choices keeps you under this person's thumb. And although the pain isn't as deep as it used to be, there's still a discomfort there. But ultimately, you know that you and this person will never be the team that you once were. I have the 2 3s in the inverse, and 3s are about creation. You're not creating anything new. You're lingering in the past, stopping yourself from moving forward, from healing, from moving on. You're holding on too tightly. To someone who loves the fact that you're holding on that tightly just a little too much. Like I said, you're holding on to this person out of love. And they're only allowing you to hold on, only giving you enough to hold on to because they like the power. Scorpio, I'm sorry you're going through this. I hope you found a message that serves your highest good, and I hope this helps you turn this around and make a choice. I'll see you next week.